Maybe y'all can answer this question for me. How come nobody believes me when I tell them I'm bilingual in English and Japanese? A lot of folks tell me I barely got a handle on English. But I learned it when I lived in Matsuyama, Ehime, Japan, or as folks back home in Dyersburg, Tennessee like to call it China. I lived there for 5 years, and for 5 years I taught English poorly. It's a sad fact of life, y'all. We need to come to terms with it. Not everybody's good at their job. And right now, there's a Japanese businessman out there in the world talking like a poor man's Ricky Bobby. It is on me. I betrayed their trust. Hardest part of teaching English for me was spelling, because I ain't never had a phonic in my life, much less been hooked on. And it is humbling when you are standing in front of a group of adults trying to write the word definitely on a whiteboard so unconfidently and badly when they don't even speak your fucking language. But they don't know. They don't know. They definitely know that that ain't it. It wasn't all bad though. One time when I had like a kids class, we were demonstrating for the parents what we learned that day, and I had a kid come at me and I was like, bending over and he said, "Do you like titties?" Now, I was only responsible for teaching him 75% of that sentence. But that was 100% good English. So I said, "Yes, I do," and I high-fived the shit out of that kid. Positive reinforcement, nigga, it works. Oh, man. Outside of teaching, though, I mean, I highly recommend Japan. The toilets alone are worth the trip. They are first class in potty time, baby. But I will drop some Confucius knowledge I learned my first day of work, and it goes like this. Confucius says, "He who has never had a bidet, does not expect a bidet, and gets a bidet, will have a bad day." My first day of work, I got bukkakied in the chest by a Japanese toilet. I wish that was a lie. Outside of that, the other technology they got, vending machines, dude, they have mastered that shit. They sell everything out of vending machines, like batteries and coffee and, like, hell, they sell used women's underwear. And I know what you think, probably the same thing I did when I saw it. You think it's really used? Probably. By who? Not that lady in the picture. They also sell alcohol at vending machines, and if you love freedom, that's fucking it right there, baby. But I don't drink the sake at the vending machines, man. That sake, if you're going to that sake at the vending machines, you're likely to wake up face down in an 8th floor hallway of an apartment building you've never been before, missing a shoe. Or so I've been told. I got to eat a lot of crazy shit over there. Like, I got to eat whale. And I know it's controversial, but don't save it till you try it. There ain't no way them things are smarter than they are delicious. It tastes like just stumbling across like a video of your ex getting dumped at an Applebee's and then ugly crying in front of everyone. Just surprisingly satisfying start to finish. Let's see. When I talk about traveling, like people, every now and then I'll meet one of these people and like they say this thing like, "Oh, you haven't lived," and I think that's too pretentious. But they're like, "You haven't lived until you've seen the Eiffel Tower when the sunset," and I'm like, "Oh shit, you ain't lived till you've seen a man punch a squid to death." That shit will stay with you. To this day, I don't know if that squid was talking shit. But it just seems so fucking personal, man. And it was so one-sided. But I've been in Michigan for a few years now. I love living up here, man. I've married myself a native Michigander. Thank you. She is far too good for me, at least according to my entire family. She's so good in fact, a lot of my friends ask me how I got her, and I'll tell you, and the answer is simple, and I'll tell you. I'm not her first marriage. So, you know, the bar was lower. It is a hell of a lot easier to be better than it is to be the best. We've been described as opera meets NASCAR. Because we're very different people. I assume she's the classy opera because she told me I hang my towels like a homeless. The only I can come back with is, baby, I don't think they have towels. But you know, I'll eat anything, as we've already discussed. But she's a vegetarian, like a real one, not one of those liars who says they're vegetarian but they still eat fish. You know what I'm talking about? Like Presbyterians, I think they're called. When we talk about getting dressed up, she thinks smart elegance. I think pro wrestling manager. If you don't know what that is, business casual Elton John. She's Jewish, but from a very Catholic family. And I know, right? Dinner conversation's great. I think it takes guts to come from a Lord of the Rings family and say, you know what, I prefer the Hobbit. I myself am a free agent of religion. I'm looking for that best offer. And I gotta say, that reincarnation shit sounds pretty damn cool. As long as you don't come back as a whale. Or a shit-talking squid.